Hi everyone, so I have just recorded my first ever makeup tutorial for you featuring the NARS Narcissist palette as promised. I've got a few changes to my channel. I have set up a different channel amalgamating my Tanya D5786, which is this one, and Miss Tanya Talks, which is more kind of health things. I was finding I was using one more than the other. I've done the same with Instagram and Twitter, so I will be phasing this channel out. If you want to see a haul of my shopping trip yesterday, which I did post on my new Instagram, of Boots, Selfridges, Superdrug, and this bag, which if I show you too much you'll know what's in it. I'm about to film that on my When Tanya Talks channel, so I'll leave the link down below for that. And there was loads I was going to say. My nails, please excuse my nails, they are chipped, particularly that nail there. I don't want to point out all of my chipped nails because then you're going to look for them. I went into Birmingham yesterday and I got a wheelchair because of my knee operation so that I could go around and actually spend some proper time in Birmingham. And wheelchairs and nail varnish don't go very well together. So I apologise for that and enjoy the tutorial. So I'm going to start by talking you through what I've already got on my face. I started with my Carmex just to keep my lips nice and moisturised. Then I went in with my Estee Lauder Disappear Smoothing Cream Concealer. I love this. This is my favourite concealer that I've used ever. And this is in the shade 02 Light, and I believe this is their lightest shade. And I've used this with one of my Jessup brushes. These have no numbers, nothing like that, but it's very similar in the kind of dome shape to the Real Techniques Expert Crease Brush, which I absolutely loved for my under eye concealer, and I'm now really glad that I've got something similar so that I can use both. I set that with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in number 1, and to apply that I used the Laura Mercier ponytail brush, which has got this beautiful, very soft, tapered edge where you can just pat in. For my actual face, I just used my MAC Mineralised Skin Finish Natural, and I am in Light Plus. I didn't want to do foundation because I wanted to do the full makeup as I was wearing it, and to apply this I always use my Real Techniques buffing brush. It gives more coverage than just a light dusting, and that's all the coverage I need. For my brows, I first of all brush them into this place with this eyelash brush from And Other Stories. I got this for £2, so I'm really pleased with that because I've really been struggling. They're normally a lot more expensive than that in places, even in places like Boots and Superdrug. I use my NARS Brow Perfector in the shade Kalamata, and it's just one of these turn up, don't need to sharpen. The colour is really good for my eyebrows. And to set it I use the MUA Clear Mascara, and it's a really good brow gel. To prime the eyes, I used my Soft Ochre paint pot from MAC. The weather is amazing today. I'm going to go out in just this summer dress, possibly put a denim jacket or blazer on, but I'm actually going to wear sandals for the first time today, so maybe should have used my Urban Decay primer potion, but again I wanted to do the tutorial as I've been wearing it in April. So let's get on to this eye look. So in my book of tricks I've actually written down the names of the shades. So if you see me glancing down, then that would be why. But I start with this shade here from the NARSissist palette, and this is in Ashes to Ashes. So I took that on my MAC 239 brush and just put it all over the lid, taking it right up to the crease, but not going over that crease. There we go. Okay, now probably the hardest shade to work with out of this combination. On my MAC 217 brush, I took Bruise 2, so it's one of the duos and it's the second out of the duo, and it's this colour here next to the Ashes to Ashes in the palette. Just taking that very lightly on the 217, and I'm going to start roughly in the middle. This is quite pigmented, but it tends to pull a bit, so it doesn't apply completely evenly. I don't know if you can see, it's pulling very slightly. So you just need to do it very gently and build up as you go. I am going to blend this out again, but at the same time you don't want to over apply, and you want to make sure you're kind of getting it in at least roughly the right place. I'm then just going to add a little bit in the V, because I like that kind of where it's brought in rather than just being on the crease. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to check in the mirror. Yep, that looks okay. Just going to even it out a fraction. There we go. Okay, I'm now going to take my Sigma E25 blending brush. I got this free with a magazine. Can't get Sigma easily in the UK, and I'm just going to blend from the beginning, just in circular motions, keeping an eye on my mirror in the palette. And you just keep going until you're happy that you've blended it out. Yep, I'm happy with that. She says, keep going. Okay, I am now going to take my Sonia Kashuk Tools number 28 brush. This was a gift from the lovely Sandra Waters, who is Makeup Lover USA, and I am going to take, I can't find it now, Madrig, and that's number 1, so it's from one of the duos again, and it is just this colour here, and I'm going to take that on the brush and just put it into the brow bone, round, sort of blending very slightly over that crease colour. And then what I like to do is just take another bit and go like that. That just gives a slightly sharper edge and blends out any colour that has gone underneath. It's worked better on this side. As it usually does actually, that side normally ends up better than this one. But that's okay, that's not a bad. Then, for the last shade from this palette, I am just going to take the Real Techniques accent brush, just like that. And I am going to take, I've lost the page again, Bellissima, I can say that one, number 1, and it's just this bottom colour there. It's quite a sparkly shade, so I'm going to put it in the inner corner of my eye. Just like that. Maybe a little bit more. Just to give a little sparkle. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is apply some mascara. For my mascara, I am going to use the Hypnose Drama from Lancome, and I'm going to curl my eyes with the number 7 eyelash curlers. I'm going to go and do that now, and I'll see you in a bit. So I've added 2 coats of mascara to my top lashes and 1 to my bottom lash. Don't know. What I didn't say was that you could always add liner to this look. I didn't, because it wasn't how I was wearing it. I was at home with my parents. I wanted something fairly quick but still put together. My family don't wear a lot of makeup, so just liner takes a long time, and I was visiting them. I didn't want to spend too much time on my makeup. So now we're going to put some blush on, and I was using my Deep Throat blush from the Guy Bourdain palette. This is really beautiful. I do have it in another palette as well. I can't remember which palette, and I'm just going to take it with the MAC 168, which I really love, just on the top of my cheeks there. I really love this colour, and it was also featured in my favourites. Take it again on the other side. It's got a lot less shimmer than Orgasm, which is just there, and it's a more subdued shade. Orgasm sometimes looks a bit harsh on me. Okay, so that's done. Then I am going to take the Revlon Colour Burst Lip Gloss in Rose Pearl, and I'm going to put some of that on. I was living in this lip gloss while I was down with my parents, and I've worn it quite a lot since then as well. The formula is really lovely. Stays on for a 4-hour shift at work, which is always a bonus. And that is the final look. So I hope you've enjoyed my first and last tutorial on this channel. Please do go over and subscribe to my When Tanya Talks channel. And if you've got any requests for any tutorials with palettes, I have most of the Urban Decay palettes, the Chocolate Bar palette, and a few of my favourite things palettes. So if there's anything you want to see, anything Bobbi Brown, maybe you want to see a blusher used with an eye look, put your comments down below and I will go and do them over on my other channel. I will keep doing videos on this channel for an undecided amount of time, but I will always kind of link you over to the other channel and tell you what's going on over there, and I'll kind of start phasing it out. So thank you very much for watching. I'll put my new links down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and also my new channel, and I hope to see you over on at those places. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.